Or Alex Palou.
Fifth win,
It's
obviously,
like the fourth
but
time I've done that.
fifth win, obviously, first one here. How special is it to win in Indianapolis, and does it feel any different today compared to the previous four, the tracks that you won at?
Yeah, I mean, every win is special, honestly, but we've been close here. We had a little bit of bad luck. I know in 21, we had a failure when we were going for to fight for the win at the end. And it was the first race that everything came perfectly, strategy, the tires and the speed of the car, and myself, obviously. So super proud. It's a special place. You can feel that in the garages with the fans that we had already since practice one. There's something about this place, obviously, and even if it's not the big one, it's still special. So super proud of the first win of the season, first win with the American Legion as well, and first win at the AMS. So couldn't be better.
Go ahead.
Congratulations on the win, Alex.
Thank you.
Now, I want to take you back to the opening lap when you were battling Christian and that charge at the start. Knowing that Lundgaard was consistently quick all week, how vital was it to get that lead up front, knowing that he had the softer compounds?
Yeah, we knew starting on the alternates, we needed to go hard and go and try and get the lead as fast as possible, because I think the alternates had like 2-3 laps that they were a lot better, but afterwards you kind of got stuck behind. So I tried in turn one. He went really aggressive. I think that could have been it was right. It was perfect what he did, but yeah, I wanted to be something easier, but we were able to get it on the last corner. So yeah, that was good.
Y esa pregunta es en español. ¿Qué confianza tienes ganando ese gran premio entrando en las 500 millas para quizás que ganará más por una posición mejor que en 2 años pasados?
La verdad que muy, muy contento. Creo que esta temporada hemos estado cerca en muchas carreras, pero nos faltaba la victoria, así que contento de conseguirla aquí, de conseguir el liderato del campeonato y ahora que estaremos durante 3 semanas en el circuito trabajando con los coches, creo que la motivación extra que nos da esta victoria, no solo a mí, sino a todo el equipo que está aquí trabajando y todo el equipo que está en la fábrica, pues va a ser increíble.
Go ahead, Chris.
Alex, during the race, call came over the radio. Do you want to have used blacks at the end or new blacks at the end? You figure we're gonna have used blacks and then save the new ones for the end. But did you have new ones at the end or used ones?
Yes, I did new alternates, new blacks, used blacks, new blacks.
So what was the main benefit of having the new ones at the end? That you saw, like what made you decide you wanted the new ones at the
just in case there was like a yellow and everybody would start to go aggressive. I think already if you're on blacks, you're already in danger, but if you're on used blacks, you're done. So that was why I knew we had also clean air on the third run. So that was why it was a good time to put the used blacks on, which worked really well. We were able to overtake Palou. We were able to overtake Lundgaard and get like a 5-second lead, but last 5 laps I was losing a lot of pace compared to the other guys. So yeah, everything worked out.
And any added momentum that you feel given that you now have the points lead going to the 500?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I've always said that we had a good season so far, but we didn't really have a clean day, and today was the first clean day. The speed was amazing, strategy, pit stops, everything went really smooth. And yeah, we're not going to stop here. We're going to try and keep the championship lead until the end of the championship and hopefully get a second one. But yeah, thinking about today only. And then when it comes to on Monday, we'll start thinking about the big one.
Fun one here. Are you going to celebrate tonight with chicken, and where are you going to go if you do?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know yet. I have to talk. I have some family here, so we'll see where we go, what we do, but for sure we're going to celebrate.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
And you're still the only driver this season that's finished every lap here in 2023.
Great.
So another good sign of how good
Perfect.
the season's going.
Do we get a bonus for that?
Fried chicken, maybe. I don't know, but we'll see. Iron Skillet.
Iron
It's
Skillet.
old school
It's a bit too
Indianapolis.
far from here, right? Oh, is it?
They do have
Okay.
good fried chicken. All right. Nathan, save us, please.
Alex, we haven't seen too many drivers manage runaway wins in this last season or two, and you've done it twice now with wins of 30 seconds and almost 17 today. When you have days like this that are so on, what does that feel like inside the cockpit when you realize how big of a gap you have by the checkered flag?
Amazing. I mean, everything goes so well. The car feels how you want it to feel. You don't have to, even though we had a lot of traffic by lap cars at the end on the last end. But yeah, we didn't have too much, so we could run our pace. I think once you have your day that you're comfortable with the car, it's doable to do. But obviously, those days don't come too often here in IndyCar. It's so tight. It's with like 3-4 pit stops, it's tough to do so. But yeah, glad that we made it today. A win is the same if you do it by 30 seconds or by 1:10. So obviously feels better for myself, for the confidence. But yeah, a win is a win.
I know it's not the one that you want to win ultimately, but having come so close to winning here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway 2 years ago up against Elio in the 500, does winning here mean something more than winning at another racetrack, or does it still feel like because it's not the 500, it's still not quite what you're looking for?
Yes and no. I mean, I wanted to win at the IMS because it's a special place, but it's not like I'm like relaxed and I want to win the big one. We've been close. I know that being close is not enough. There's been drivers trying for years and years, and it's a tough race to do. 200 laps, 5 pit stops. So you need to have a perfect day there. So we'll keep working. We'll keep digging. Hopefully it comes. And yeah, it's the big one that I'm waiting for. Obviously, without forgetting about the other ones. This means a lot today. And I'm only focused on the GMR GP today. But yeah, when it comes on Monday, Tuesday, I'll be thinking only on the Indy 500.
And last question. A day like today, so incredibly dominant. 3 guys from Air McLaren there in the top 5, good ways behind you. Does a day like today have you thinking any more about what your plans for next year might be?
Absolutely not. It's
Thanks.
too early. It's May. Come on.
Nate.
It's never too early to ask about the future.
I know.
So you said once we knew we were starting on reds, we were going to fight for a win. That's what you told Marty out there, Alex.
Yes.
You were the only one of the top 7, though, that to start on reds. Did it surprise you that more guys didn't try that strategy?
It did. It did. For us, it was clear. We were struggling a little bit more than some other guys on use reds in the warm up, but still, it's not like they were amazing. So we knew that we didn't want to use reds. That's why we started on new alternates, try and get the lead, try and get a big gap, like 2, 3, 4 seconds, and then just work on our pace on black. So once I saw the starting grid with the tires, we were like, okay, we are in a good place. But still, you have to do it. If you get stuck behind Lundgaard on reds, you're done. Your race is over because you'll have more tire deck. You're not going to get the benefit of jumping like 4 seconds. And then you're always stuck in traffic on the same strategy as his. So, yeah, we knew we were on the right strategy for the 10 car, but you still had to do it on track.
So it was a little bit of a gamble, it was a little bit of aggressive move, but maybe less so when you saw the other cars around you were going to be on blacks and not reds. I guess, right?
Well, we were going to do a bigger gamble before warm up, which was starting on use reds like that. We knew that since practice, honestly, that we wanted to start on reds. I was surprised that not other people at the front started on reds, but it worked for us. So yeah.
I think I heard you say out there that you feel like the last 2 years you had the car that could have won the Indy 500. So you feel like if you could go back, I know last year you had the fuel thing, and 21 it was only your second Indy 500. If you go back and run those races now clean, you feel like you could have won both of those?
Not 21 because I didn't have the experience, honestly. Like I did the best I could. But last year, yeah, absolutely. My car was super fast. We went from the lead when we had that. It's not that we were dropping. We were on the lead, managing the fuel. We went one lap longer than the guys around us. That's why we got on a bad position. So I'm not worried about the speed of the 10 car and the bond at the IMS, honestly. I'm just worried about the day that we're going to have ahead of us. We've been really strong at the open test. I feel more confident running here at the ovals. But as I said, you need a perfect day. Like just having a good day, it's not enough here.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Tim.
Alex, number one, where did you feel like you had an advantage today? What part of the track or whatever did you feel like, you know what I mean? I know it's hard to watch a whole race from your vantage point, but where did you feel like you were getting through and it was paying off? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. We had more speed, I would say, on the sector 2, turn 7, 8, 9, 10 on the blacks. On the reds, I was still struggling compared to them there. But yeah, we were really good there. I think we would made 10th and a half, 2 tenths, and then we were pretty close on the other areas, which it's normally like that. Like it's tough to do a big difference in turn 1. Everybody breaks at the same spot, and being such a slow speed corner, everybody does the same driving line. So yeah, 7, 8, 9 was the biggest difference.
And your closest call today was where? What point in the race did you, maybe we didn't get to see it or something? Did you have a close call?
I would say turn 1 at the start. I was a bit conscious that Lundgaard could have gone aggressive there. Because otherwise, if I would have closed the door, we would have touched a little bit. He did nothing wrong, like he did everything right. But yeah, I would say that was the only area.
And now that you're an Indy 500 veteran, so to speak, does it seem like the race is going to be in 3 days? Does it seem like it's going to be in 3 months as you sit here right now? You know what I mean? Does it seem like it gets here quicker than you think? I mean, explain what goes through your head over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming really faster than I thought. But honestly, until now, I was only focused on the GMR Grand Prix. I just wanted to do the best we could here. Tomorrow we will rest, and then on Monday we'll go back to work. And honestly, with how the schedule is, it looks like we have a lot of track time, but we actually don't have as much as the engineers think, because they want you to try amazing list of setup stuff to try and get the best car. But yeah, honestly, we just try and do small work each day, try and get our targets, and then race day suddenly is there. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. We have time for one Zoom, and let's go to Jack Binion from the race. Jack, go ahead, sir.
Hey, Alex. At the end of the race, you said your 2022 win at Laguna Seca came too late. I guess my question would be, do you feel like it's absolutely vital in IndyCar at the moment that you need to win a race in the first half of the year to have that momentum for the championship push?
Yeah, it always helps. Honestly, last year we were really good to start. I think we had 4 podiums on the first 5 races, or 3 podiums on the first 4, which was pretty impressive. But a win here gives you a lot on confidence and on points, and you need those wins when you have the car. When you don't have the day yourself, or the car, or the strategy, or the luck, or whatever, you need to score as much as possible. But when the car is there, you need to maximize and execute, and we did today.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. We'll go ahead and wrap it up for now. Stand by. We got some other stuff for you, but congratulations. What a great way to start this month of May in 2023.
Alex
Palou.
Alex.